Well, joining me now is the VP of Business Development at Eve Air Mobility, David Rottblatt. David, sustainability is such a big word, isn't it, at the moment? And it's so important. You've identified 2025, 2026, carbon net zero by 2030. How are you moving forward with this?
Well, I think the first thing that all of us need to understand with respect to urban air mobility is that these are steps towards becoming carbon neutral. Naturally, I think a lot of operators are looking forward to having not only a cost outplay with respect to the actual eVTOL not producing these types of carbon emissions and not having to have that conventional internal combustion engine, but also the fact that this really does produce a series of exciting options for how operators can continue to have a minimal carbon footprint. Over time, I think that as urban air mobility grows in popularity, as well as advancements in battery technology, together with European governments, will be able to collectively realize that goal of getting to carbon neutral as soon as possible.
Excellent. My final question is on the backdrop of a COVID pandemic, which has wiped out quite a lot of industries over the years. How have you dealt with it, and how have you come out the other side?
Actually, I think it's very exciting to see how industry has dealt with COVID. In some respects, it has been, I think, a boon for our ability to continue to innovate and persevere. One of the interesting side effects of COVID is the fact that as many people have been either at home, working remotely, or something else, we haven't been using as much of the conventional transportation that everyone was so accustomed to. And so as a result of that, people want to continue to have cleaner skies, cleaner roads. People are looking forward to having alternatives, so we don't have to necessarily go back to some of those more conventional forms of transportation. So as a result, I think enthusiasm for what urban air mobility promises and what it offers has actually risen. And interestingly enough, while this has certainly thwarted the industry's ability to have more in-person interaction because of the need to stay home, we've all been able to make continued and shared progress collectively as an industry. And so in spite of COVID, we've been able to still meet our internal milestones. Many of our peers are continuing to deliver on their commitments. So it bodes well for this industry's future.
Excellent stuff, David. Thank you very much.
Thank you.